about the housing market, and today we have a really special guest. Her name is Jo Fleming, and she's actually down in the Tacoma Gig Harbor area, and she's from Australia, so she has an awesome accent, and that's exciting because I don't have an awesome accent, so I love people who do have an awesome accent, and it's just a blast. Kristen, have a fresh juice in the morning. Oh my gosh, my girl. Literally, I should be talking to you. Guys, Kristen is a boss at health and wellness, and she is absolutely incredible. Have a fresh juice in the morning. That's what I should do, because then I'll feel so much more revived. My immune system will be built up. Oh, my girl. What's your favorite juice in the morning, Kristen? Danielle, it's sunny. I want to go back to be in bed. It's that cold. Yes. That's how I feel. I'm like so freezing. I put the heat on in my house for the first time, and I'm just like, but I could be in bed, you know? You feel me? But I don't know what's going on. So I feel you. Danielle, let's go grab some hot chocolate, because that just sounds amazing right now, doesn't it? Okay, anyway, so Jo Fleming's going to be on today, and recently, just in the past couple of months, Tacoma was announced as the hottest housing market in the nation, and so it's really, really exciting, and that's right in our backyard. I live in Seattle, and if anyone's on that lives in Tacoma, please tell me all about your market, what you're seeing, if you're seeing any cool restaurants or bars or things popping up. New builds are huge. So let's talk about that. I'd love to hear your take on that. Without further ado, I am going to try to add Jo into this, and we're going to get going. Give me 1 second. Okay. I bet you guys love this so much. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me add her in. Let's send her a message. Let's see if she comes on. Anyways, so we're going to wait for Jo to hop on so I can invite her into the live. So what's kind of happening in the market right now is rates have, when I say rates have gone back up, that's like not the best thing to say, because they really haven't gone back up in terms of, the 4%, 4.5% we were seeing at the beginning of this year. But they are kind of leveling off, and they're not going any lower. Hey, Jo is on. Let's grab her in. Okay, hold on, Jo. Give me 1 second. Yeah. I'm so excited. This is awesome. Okay, let me pull this up, and let's get going. Jo, I am going to add you in. Yes! This is so exciting. Jo's going to be on in 2 seconds. Hey! What's going on? Yay!
That was amazing. And I actually worked it.
This is so
It's a little dark in here. Do I need to adjust this a little?
You're fine. The only thing I would say is if you want to turn it around and get the light shining on your face, that might be good.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to work in this room. But anyway, you can kind of see me. You can hear me, right?
I can hear you and I can see you, and you look great. How are you today, Jo?
I'm good, Haley. How about yourself?
I'm great. What is it like? So are you in Gig Harbor? Are you in Tacoma? Where are you today?
I'm in one of my 2 Gig Harbor offices today, in my little woodsy location here at my home office. And my other office is uptown, but so I'm just hanging out here in the harbor.
That's awesome. How's the weather down there?
It's really pretty. I'm sure you probably can't see. There's blue skies and sunshine behind me. It's gorgeous. So, and I'm sure it is up there too, because you guys aren't that far away.
Yeah, no, not far away at all. It is sunshine and blue skies, and it is absolutely beautiful, but it's freezing. I am so cold right now, and I don't know how to warm up. It's like I need to just sit in a hot tub.
Oh yeah, I got the heater on. I'm just going to turn my volume up because it's I turned it down a little bit before. There we go. All right.
Yes. Hi. Okay. So, Joe, tell people all about you. Tell us how you got into being a real estate agent, and tell us about your past.
Okay, so I'm a real estate agent here in the Puget Sound area. Obviously, I'm based in Gig Harbor, which is about 45 minutes south of Seattle, but I work across the bridge in Tacoma and sort of South Seattle and down. I've lived here for 7 years. I moved from Sydney, Australia, and I moved over here to be with my husband, who I met on the line.
Yes, I love that.
And so I've been here for a while now. Love Gig Harbor, love the climate. You know, my complexion isn't exactly built for the tropics. I'm pretty pale.
Damn.
Right. Okay. So I burn to a crisp in the hot Australian sun, but here, even in the heat of summer, I find it's quite nice. So that's me basically.
That's amazing. So, what do you think of Washington overall? So, you've been here for 7 years. Do you like the community that you've built around? What do you think?
I love Washington. It's amazing how much diversity there is, you know, just in the terrain between Western Washington and Eastern Washington and North and South, and just love it.
It is absolutely incredible, isn't it? You drive for 30 minutes and you feel like you're in a completely different world. It's incredible.
Yeah. So you're a California girl, Haley.
Yeah.
What's the most noticeable thing that you find difference between there and here?
It's definitely the green. So the craziest thing is when I fly into Orange County, where my family's at, where I go for holidays and our headquarters are down there, I fly in and I always pictured California as just beautiful because I grew up close to the beach, so the coastline is unreal. And so I fly into California and it's brown. And I'm like, that's not pretty. No one likes that. And then I fly into Washington and it's green and blue and there's mountains. And I'm like, okay, well, I think Washington has you beat, California.
Yeah. I refer to the trees around me as my big hug of trees.
Yes, it is so wonderful. I love it so much. And I love the people here so much. They're just themselves. They're open. They're honest. I love this area so much. So I'm so happy that you love it as well. That's incredible.
Good.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about real estate. Tell me a little bit about what you're seeing in Tacoma and Gig Harbor area. What does the market look like right now?
Okay, so Tacoma is currently one of the hottest markets in the country. Prices are still continuing to increase. We've got central Tacoma, which is really hot right now, with an almost 15% rise in the median price over the last 12 months in the central part of Tacoma. So that's really huge, and we're not seeing the market in Tacoma at all, whether north, central or south, taper off. At worst, it's maintaining just a very gentle rise, and I believe it'll continue to do so. The gentle upward move. So for buyers wanting to purchase a home right now, Central Tacoma is still offering a lot in the under $400,000 range.
Oh, great.
Which is quite significantly different from some parts of the Puget Sound area, particularly Seattle. And that's really nice. There is a lot of people sort of heading into Pierce County from King County, as you will be aware also. It's a great opportunity for continued equity gain. Something you don't have at all if you're renting is the potential to earn equity. And, even though we've already had a lot of price increase, there's still a massive opportunity to take advantage of that. If you're, renting right now and want to buy a home, there's, the price range in Tacoma to get in at is really, really accessible for a lot of people, even with smaller budgets. We've got South Tacoma, where the median price is $290,000 or just under, and Central Tacoma with 330 median price. Gets a little bit more pricey when you get into North Tacoma, but then you've got a lot of waterfront and water view and everything that are affecting that as well. So,
right. Well, that's great. So we actually have a question. So Craig Williams. Okay, guys. Side note: Craig Williams does a podcast called The Homeowner Show, and if you're not listening to it, you should. He's in the Texas area, and he's so awesome. I've been on the podcast once, and I just love him. But he is asking Joe a question. And he's saying $400K for an average 3.2. Is that kind of what you're seeing? Or what, in that $400K realm, what are you seeing?
Yes, absolutely, a 3.2. And, you've got an approximate lot size of 6,000 to 8,000 square feet. It is more urban living.
Yeah.
So definitely.
That's amazing. So do you see a lot of people coming down from Seattle into the Tacoma area? Do you see people coming from outside of Washington to Tacoma? What kind of people are you are you talking to?
Actually, I see people coming down from Seattle as well as from out of state. We have a lot of, particularly in Gig Harbor, we have a lot of people who have moved here from California. Yes, and also sort of just south of Tacoma is the JBLM, Joint Base Lewis McChord military base, which sees a lot of people moving from all over the country. So I've helped a lot of out-of-state buyers, especially the military, looking to move closer to that base.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's so great.
Yeah.
Okay, so you talked about a little bit about South Tacoma, Central Tacoma. Do you have any specific neighborhoods that are really popping up right now that you want to talk about and tell people, if you're looking to sell or buy, what neighborhoods you should be looking at?
Well, okay, as far as buying is concerned, especially for the first-time home buyer, when you're looking at, that sweet spot of 300 to 350,000.
Yeah.
Which does sound high for some markets. I realise that across the country, all the price points are really, really different. And some people freak out and they go, what? 300 grand? But anyway, it is what it is.
And I'm like, oh my God, sign me up.
Yeah. So there is one specific part of South Tacoma, the Fern Hill area, that is it's really improved a lot over the last couple of years, and it's still very, very accessible with the lower prices and decent amount of house and, the gentrifying area in general. I think there's a wonderful opportunity to buy there. North Tacoma is still fantastic, and you can still buy, if you are on a slightly higher price point and, looking in the 500,000 and upward range, you can definitely, find some beautiful homes with water views, even waterfront, as opposed to two other markets where you would be looking at double that.
Right. Well, I recently went down to Tacoma, and there is so much building going on down there. I don't know what area it's called, but it's on the waterfront. It's probably more north Tacoma, but they're building this massive apartment complex, but also with a bunch of restaurants and new bars and stuff. It looks awesome, and I feel like they're just doing a really good job down there.
The Ruston and Point Defiance area, absolutely. Those apartments are beautiful. There's a lot of luxury apartments there. Mm-hmm. That is over the $500,000 price point.
Yeah. Of course, I'm like,
typically. But if I come across someone who's really interested in living in that area and isn't quite ready to commit to that price point, there's a lot of background work that I can do to maybe find something a little different.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. That's amazing. Okay, so tell me how you educate buyers on how to set themselves apart from the other buyers in the market, especially in a market like Tacoma that is hot and it is affordable. So when people are you seeing a lot of people coming out for open houses and things like that?
Absolutely. And the biggest thing I've got to say as far as, how to set yourself apart as a buyer is to be prepared, be pre-approved. You can't possibly even know your budget without that pre-approval. I could show you $400,000 or $500,000 homes until the cows come home. And, if you find something and want to make an offer and then you can't, well, we've just wasted a lot of your time and my time and probably crushed your dreams a little bit because you missed out on that home. Get pre-approved, know exactly what your budget is, what your monthly payment's going to be, all that jazz, and I know that you can take care of that, Hayley, and have that letter. And I know that you take people through the underwriting process as well, so that helps me be able to present a solid offer. And having a real estate agent who knows how to make your offer attractive to win in multiple offer situations. I'm not going to give away all my secrets, but I have helped numerous clients be successful when, there's been 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other offers on the table. So I know what to do and I know how to make your offer stand out. I also have a really good relationship with a lot of other real estate agents who I've worked with, and that's really helpful.
It is. It is helpful, and then you become a team through the whole process. It's not.
Absolutely.
It's not someone looking just for their best interest. It's like, hey, we have a buyer, we have a seller, we have a mortgage broker, we have a realtor, 2 realtors, and we have a escrow and title. How can we all come together and make it the best for everyone involved? So that's really cool. I love that you have those relationships. It's so key.
Yes, it is. So, preparation is a big thing if you're looking at buying. There are still a lot of homes, within the price points that we've discussed, multiple offers. Right. So you want to make it as attractive as you possibly can.
Yes, I love that. How do you feel about contingencies, like waiving an inspection or anything? Because I know when the market was really hot in Washington, what was it, like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, where it just was, everyone was like, I just need to buy. So they would waive these contingencies. How do you feel about that as a realtor?
I do not like to recommend waiving an inspection. I think that there's a lot more to lose by purchasing a home that has got serious defects that you can't see. Plumbing, electrical, sewer, all of those things. You really need to have an inspection done. There are situations where you can waive, and can waive safely. I mean, you can waive if you want whenever, but I often advise my sellers as a way to make their home stand out and be more attractive to buyers is to have a seller pre-inspection done. And that means that a buyer will have more confidence making an offer knowing that, okay, this professional inspector has already done this and I can see the report and know that these things have been pulled out, these things have been repaired, these other things are still here, and I'm not going to have any nasty surprises sneaking up on me. So they can still go ahead and have their inspection or waive the contingency altogether, but making a much safer, more educated decision.
Right. I love that suggestion so much because I feel like there are people who come into it and they're like, I just want to buy a home and I love this home. You have to know the ins and outs of that home that you're buying, and especially if it's an older home or even a new build. I bought a semi-new build and there were problems with the deck, and I was like, okay, I know that that's going to be something that I have to spend money on in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've overseen a number of new constructions, and I can honestly say there is the very, very good and there is the very, very bad, and everything in between. I've seen some stuff. I can't understand.
You should create like a podcast or a video series. I've seen some stuff.
Yeah, there you go. That's awesome. So what I actually do for my sellers as well, I'll put it out there that I offer my sellers a credit at closing to and so I'm effectively paying for their pre-inspection. I think it's a win-win for everybody. It helps make the whole transaction go much more smoothly, gives buyers confidence and gives the seller confidence, especially if they've got an offer on another home, a contingent situation. We want things to go smooth. We want there to be less headaches for everybody. And, I like to help everyone to be in a winning situation.
That's amazing. I love that. Tell me about your sellers. What is the process like when you have someone who's like, hey, I want to list my home with you. What do I need to do to make that happen?
Right. Okay. So with my sellers, I honestly recommend only using I only use professional photography as far as marketing and everything goes. We've got 96% of home buyers who begin their search online. So your photos have to be outstanding. They have to make your home look really good. I mean, not unrealistically. We've all seen the photos that have the curves in the walls where they've tried to, make the silly. But, something that actually really upsets me, I get so mad about this one thing, is agents who are listing homes, taking photos with their cell phones and putting them on the MLS. No bueno, no good. Right. Don't do it. They are ripping off their sellers. Yes. Because it should form, in my opinion, part of that fee that's being charged for the professional real estate agent services. So that's something I definitely do and recommend is professional photography. Aerial drone photography is really popular in a lot of instances. You've often got views and shows neighborhoods and things like that, which is really, really helpful. Before, a buyer can commit into jumping into their car and going for the drive to see the place in person. It's nice to be able to see a lot of that sort of stuff online. Something else that I recommend and I do for my clients is have them consult with a home staging professional so they can get the advice that they need on, decluttering, what needs to be cleaned, with a little bit more attention to detail. Clean and uncluttered is an absolute must. Your photos aren't going to be appealing if there's stuff everywhere, no matter how professional they are.
Right. Can't make junk look professional.
I take care of that as well for my sellers, just to help their home stand out in this market. It is a seller's market, there's more buyers than there are homes available. And I'm hoping the coming year is going to see that even out just a wee bit. Be nice to have a sellers and buyers market.
I know, that would be wonderful. Okay, huge side note. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to wave to all of you guys right now. This is so fun. Hi, Dave. Hi, Caller Holmes. Brendan, what's going on? Okay, Craig, we answered your question already. Go away. I'm just kidding. Jackie, what's going on? My cousin, Carlin, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for being here. We are talking about the Tacoma market. It's a hot market. It's the hottest in the nation. And there's a reason people can go down to Tacoma and find something that's affordable in their budget, and it's a great place. So this is great. And so Jo is here with us today, and she is just a rock star realtor down there. She understands the market. She can help you understand what you are looking for, what's best going to fit your needs, and what you're going to be able to afford over the life of having a mortgage on the home. And so she's here just talking to us, and it is just a great day. So thanks for being here, Jo. Okay,
thank you.
Let's talk about the future. So you just said, okay, it's more of a seller's market. There are buyers, not enough sellers. What do you think is going to happen in 2020? What are your wishes for 2020? What do you think is actually going to happen? And what are we going to see down the line?
Well, when I think about 2020, it's an election year, and, we can't possibly not know about that. Right? So during an election year, typically in any country, I know in Australia definitely during an election year, there was always a little bit of hesitancy for spending.
Right.
I do believe that based on the fact that we have a strong economy right now and low interest rates, I believe that the housing market will continue to see those values increase. But there's no way of predicting that. Even economists can't predict exactly what's going to happen, but that's my feeling and my belief, and of course my wish too.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Well, on our side on the mortgage rates, they recently went up just a couple weeks ago, and when I say that, people are like, "Oh my gosh, are they in the fours?" And I'm like, no, they're still in the threes. It's just a little bit of higher threes. So people who were trying to refinance, it's getting a little bit more difficult right now. If they have a low four and they're trying to refinance, you're probably going to have to wait a little bit to find those rates go back down to what we were seeing when the refinance boom happened at the end of August. And so what, the Federal Reserve has their meeting in December, and, it's 50-50 splits pretty much. I don't think that they're going to lower the rates again, because that'd be the fourth time this year. And it would be a big indicator of how they see the economy if they lower rates again. So it's not normal to lower them so often. So we'll see what happens. It is going to be a very interesting year in 2020 for sure, for all the reasons.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so Joe, so I want to know anything that I haven't asked you. What do you want to tell people about your business, about yourself, and about the real estate market right now?
Okay, so we've already gone over the key is preparation. For sellers, I really want to say in capitals, pricing your home is really super important. You have to have an agent who knows how to do that with some accuracy, because although we've had, a lot of multiple offers and everything, the list to price ratio is dipping in some parts under 100%. Very, very important to give your home the best chance of selling in a timely manner is pricing it appropriately. Otherwise, you run the risk of it staying on the market too long, even though we are in this crazy seller's market, and you're leaving money on the table that you could be putting in your bank or your pocket or wherever you keep it. So I really love the Puget Sound area. I love all of it, and it's we already talked about that, but I've relocated a few times in my life. And I think that that's something that helps me have a bit of empathy for people who are relocating from other parts of the country or other countries or wherever it is, or even some parts of the state. I've had clients from out of state buy homes through me without ever seeing them until I gave them, that wonderful key when they moved in. So there's a lot that we can do if you are an out of state buyer, as far as video walkthroughs and things like that. Technology is wonderful. I work really hard to make sure my buyers and my sellers are happy and achieve the outcome that they want. I usually go above and beyond in order to do that. So I'm not sure if there's anything else that I can say about that.
No, yeah, I mean, that's great. I know you personally and I know you professionally, and you do go above and beyond for everyone in your life. And I think it goes really, really far, because there are so many people, both in the mortgage broker side and the real estate agent side, and the people who take care of their clients first and foremost are the ones that are always going to have someone that wants to work with them, because I think it is so important, and you do that. And so thank you for always being so kind and considerate to everyone in your life. So you guys, if you are down in the Tacoma area, down in South Seattle, Jo goes everywhere. She works everywhere. She's not just Tacoma and Gig Harbor. I wanted her to talk about that today, because that is where she lives. That's what she knows really, really well. And I haven't had anyone come on to talk about that area. And it's such a huge market right now. But if you guys live in Seattle, if you live in North Seattle or wherever, she can help you out. And she is just a great resource for you. Anyone looking to buy or invest in real estate. So, or sell.
Thanks,
Okay.
Haley.
Yes, I really mean it, and I think you're wonderful. Okay, so first, before we dive into the fast four questions that I have, which is like my favorite part, tell me what you guys are doing for the holidays.
The holidays, okay. The Thanksgiving is going to be turkey and all the trimmings, absolutely, and too much of it.
Always.
And maybe a little bit of vino.
Yes, of course. Yes.
What about yourself?
So I am going down to San Jose with my boyfriend to his family's Thanksgiving, which I'm really excited about, but I'm also really sad because I grew up with a mom who hosts everything all the time. She was always the one cooking, always the one having everyone over. So it's my first Thanksgiving away from home, and it's weird. Oh. It's so weird. But it is like, I love my boyfriend, I love his family. So it is like, this is just how life goes. And I'm trying to just accept that for myself.
So maybe you'll do Christmas with your family.
I will, yes. And that's one I'm not budging on. I'm like, you can come down on Christmas, but I'm not budging on Christmas. That's like my jam.
There you go. Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know what? The biggest thing for me, though, is I just love seeing people. I love having good food, and I love just the community. It's just so fun, and it's such a joyous time of year. Everyone's in good spirits. So
yeah.
I can't complain wherever I'm at. Life is too good to do that. So, yeah. So I'm so excited for you guys. I mean, do you like to cook?
I love to cook. That was going to be part of my fast four, though.
Okay. Well,
I love to cook and I love to eat. It's a win-win.
Love that.
Or not, depending.
Shut up. Okay, so let's dive into that fast four then. Okay,
all right.
So what is your favorite book on real estate or business? And then I also said if you prefer podcasts, if you prefer movies, whatever your form of media or entertainment, I'd love to learn. Seminars, anything like that.
Mm-hmm. My favorite book was probably one of the first books I ever read on business and finance, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes, you are the first person I've had on who has said that. And I'm like, guys, if you haven't read this, you got to go read it. That's awesome.
It's awesome. Just shows you the difference that a little bit of knowledge can make, totally empowering.
Yes, it really is. And it's not so scary. Like, you read it once, you kind of get the principles down in your mind. You start maybe taking one or two and doing it in your life. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I talk today. I'm sorry. But, and it works. And then you go back to it, maybe 5 years later, and you're like, oh, okay, well, now I want to do this in my life. And that will help me grow my wealth, lasting wealth. So that's really, I love that suggestion. Yes, girl, my girl. Okay, now your hobbies. So tell us all about your cooking.
Hobbies. So yeah, I like cooking and I like eating and I also like dining out. So it makes me a really good resource in a lot of ways because I love entertaining and cooking. And I'm a good resource as far as being able to recommend all the places that anyone would want to go dine because I do it a lot.
I love that. Yes. Okay, so I've been to Gig Harbor once, and I think it is the most beautiful place ever, and I love it. So we went to a place that, it was like a boxcar, like a red boxcar, and it had...
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so good. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever had. And the people were so nice. What else in Gig Harbor? Where's kind of your favorite restaurant or favorite coffee shop or something?
Okay, so that was the trolley that you went to down on the waterfront, and that's only open seasonally, like in the warmer months, I think, late spring to the end of summer type thing. One of my favourite places to go in Gig Harbor is the Tides Tavern. They do really great fish and chips. They're right on the water. you can come up on your boat or paddleboard, or you can drive in. So I love that. That's very, very cool.
That's amazing. Okay, what about Tacoma? What restaurants do you like?
I have to just pick one. I've got so many amazing places that
Okay, tell us. I love it all, so I'm so excited.
Yeah. Somewhere new that a lot of people love, and it's big and diverse and everything. If you haven't been to the Elks McMenamin's place since it's been all refurbished, you have to go. There's the Tiki Bar, and then there's all these other bars, like 5 floors of bars and restaurants and everything. The Spanish bar room, and yeah, it's really, really awesome.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So I just went to my first McMenamin's down in Portland, actually, and I think the concept is so interesting. Like that they're all different and stuff like that. I don't really know it that well, but it was really, and this one was like a resort. Like it was like had a hotel and stuff. It was cool.
Okay. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, great suggestions. Okay, question number 3. What is one piece of advice you would give to any homeowner or soon-to-be homeowner?
Be prepared for a soon-to-be homeowner.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing really for a homeowner who's looking to sell and maybe buy a smaller or bigger home, is that preparation is key, and hire a really good agent.
Yes, like you.
Like me. But there's like those things that I mentioned already to look out for. Someone who knows the area where they're selling their home. Someone who'll price your home right. Someone who knows how to make an offer set apart from the others is going to help you in this market. But first of all, it's just preparation for buyers, being pre-approved with fabulous lender like you, Hayley. And the sellers, I sit down with my sellers and go through a whole list of things, preparation things, which is obviously, too much for right now, but, in amongst those is staging and photography and what we can expect in terms of the market, the days on market. And actually that's something in Tacoma right now that hasn't really changed from summer. We're still looking at approximately 26 days on market. And for central Tacoma, the really hot part of the market that I referred to as having nearly 15% gain in median price over the past 12 months, you're looking at 22 days average on the market. So that's really, really low.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so this is my favorite question because I feel like this is a question of why do you do what you do? The question is, what is your why? So why do you do what you do? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What is your inspiration for every day?
Okay, so while I really like houses, I love people. Yeah. And I love working with people, and there's nothing that I think the favourite part of my job is that final welcome home, with the handover of the key. It's awesome. I love making people's real estate dreams come true. And if I have to, if I'm working for a living, I want to do something I love, and I love what I do.
Good. I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, so Joe, you are amazing. Guys, so we are just wrapping up. I'm saying hi to Alec, Randy, and Slater. Guys, thank you so much for being here. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, Joe, for being here today, guys. If you can go back to the beginning of the live, it'll be up for 24 hours. And we talked all things Tacoma and Gig Harbor area for the residential market, and it's a really hot market right now. It's a great time for sellers, especially because there's a lot of buyers, but it's just a great area to look in if you're looking for more of an affordable opportunity for yourself. So without further ado, we are finished. Joe, how you feeling? You good?
Thank you, Hayley. Thank you so much for having me here today.
You're so welcome, and I'm so happy you were able to do it. So thank you so much. Guys, I hope you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I'm not going to do one next week because I'll be eating. Okay, I'm just going to be honest.
Amen. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yes. Okay, bye. Have a great day, Joe. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.